When we look at Africa, what do we see? Something like those images that come up when you Google Africa? Wild animals everywhere, the majority of people living in huts and tribes, a simpler, more mysterious time in human history.
But are these things what we really see or what we want to see?
We've been looking at Africa all semester, and a broad summation of what we learned is that Africa has much more to offer than what colonists and social Darwinists have written.
Two of the most important contributions from Africa to the history of the world are the first establishments of human civilization and a broad cultural influence.
Civilization is an important aspect of the human existence. It is the embodiment of the experiences that we engage in every single day. But before the origin of civilization came the origin of man. The most comprehensive data set ever assembled on our early human ancestors provides evidence that the first humans emerged in South Africa, and that the first humans to migrate out of Africa came from a small-bodied species, such as Homo habilis. Several thousand years later, one of the earliest human civilizations takes place during the Stone Age. Groups in northeastern Africa traded business and made early advances that helped derive ancient Egyptian lifestyles, specialties, innovation, governmental issues, and religion. Once Egypt was established, it quickly grew in power and became the world's most powerful civilization with a stable government, successful military achievements, complex religious systems, inventions such as papyrus and ink making techniques, and a powerful trade partner. By learning about Africa's history and the contributions they have made to mankind, we can have an amazing understanding of the origination of our very own livelihoods.
Scholars have learned and continue to learn today that Africa not only has a rich history of its own, but a hand in many other histories as well, from the Greeks to the Romans and the Arabs to the Portuguese. Becoming a part of so many histories was not through conquering and being conquered alone. To become a part of a state's history, there must be some cultural influence, a criteria that African states have met repeatedly through human migration and innovation, organizing civilization, and impactful trade. Human migration and achievement set the foundation for African culture that grew stronger as humans learned to interact for survival and success through the processes of hunting and gathering, pastoralism and agriculture, and stone and iron working. Egypt as a civilization influenced a lot of the Mediterranean world, especially the Greek knowledge and religion. Finally, multiple African settlements engaged in trade with the Greeks, Romans, Arabs, and Portuguese, to name a few, spreading African culture far and wide. As we continue our study of Africa, it should always be through the lens of a rich and expansive history, leaving the assumptions of mystery and primitiveness in the dark where they belong.
Viewing our world and our history through the lens of Africa has taught historians and archaeologists something that was lost during the age of social Darwinism, ethnocentrism, and leftover institutionalized racism.
Why should we study Africa? Maybe we should ask ourselves why we don't study Africa and challenge the notions that stop us and cloud our view of Africa.
We should continue to study Africa's people and history to better understand the modern world and also pay respect to the pre-modern world that helped make our world possible.